Okay, I'm testing if I'm logged in on my Streamlabs right now. I don't think no, I'm not. Okay, sorry about the... Okay, sorry about that. I wanted to make sure I could be typing in chat. Because, I was not logged in and I would not be able to otherwise. One moment. I think I might... no, I'm gonna keep my webcam there. I'm gonna keep my webcam there. That should be fine. Maybe. I have no idea how that audio sounds for you guys. I need to test my headphones because I haven't worn these things in a hot minute. There we go. Alright. This is going to be a laggy as fuck stream, and I will get started in just a moment. Yeah, it shouldn't be very long until we get started. Welcome those who have joined. I know it's been about 3, maybe 4 months since my last proper stream, but I did not want to not stream on the release day of the movie, which I have not seen yet, by the way. I'm gonna watch it on the 3rd with some people. We're gonna have a little watch party. But I'm just playing this to refresh nostalgia, I guess. Not totally sure what the best term would be. Everything seems to be fine.
I wanted to record a message for you to help you get settled in.
I want to check.
I actually worked in that office before.
Because they don't actually move until, like, after the phone call ends.
I know it can be a bit overwhelming, but I'm here to tell you there's nothing to worry about. You'll do fine. So let's just focus on getting you through your first week, okay? Let's see.
If I can spell FNAF right.
Reading from the company that I'm supposed to read. It's kind of a legal thing, you know. Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, a magical place for kids and grown-ups alike, where fantasy and fun come to life. Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for damage to property or person.
Okay, it says Control P. But that doesn't work. So, I don't know. Maybe that's like after the phone call ends, but I'm not sure. Because I haven't tested it post phone call. It's gonna be a chill stream today.
So remember, these characters hold a special place in the hearts of children, and we need to show them a little respect, right? Okay. So just be aware, the characters do tend to wander a bit. They're left in some kind of free roaming mode at night. Something about their servos locking up if they get turned off for too long. They used to be allowed to walk around during the day too, but then there was the bite of 87. Yeah. It's amazing that the human body can live without the frontal lobe, you know? Now, concerning your safety, the only real risk to you as a night watchman here, if any, is the fact that these characters, if they happen to see you after hours, probably won't recognize you as a person. They'll most likely see you as a metal endoskeleton without its costume on. Now, since that's against the rules here at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, they'll probably try to forcefully stuff you inside a Freddy Fazbear suit. Now, that wouldn't be so bad if the suits themselves weren't filled with cross beams, wires, and animatronic devices, especially around the facial area. So you can imagine how having your head forcefully pressed inside one of those could cause a bit of discomfort and death. The only parts of you that would likely see the light of day again would be your eyeballs and teeth when they pop out the front of the mask. Yeah, they don't tell you these things when you sign up. But hey, first station of the breeze. I'll chat with you tomorrow. Check those cameras and remember to close the doors only if absolutely necessary. Gotta conserve power. Alright, good night.
Okay. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Can I hide this, please? Go away. Thank you. Wow, they're just not moving, are they? Oh, damn. I'm actually really quick gonna grab some of my aesthetics. Sorry, Bonnie.
Hello? Hello? Well, if you're hearing this and you made it to day 2, congrats. I won't talk quite as long this time since Freddy and his friends tend to become more active as the week progresses. It might be a good idea to peek at those cameras while I talk, just to make sure everyone's in their proper place, you know. Interestingly enough, Freddy himself doesn't come off stage very often. I've heard he becomes a lot more active in the dark, though, so hey, I guess that's one more reason not to run out of power, right? I also want to emphasize the importance of using your door lights. There are blind spots in your camera view.
Oh, Bonnie's moving.
Those blind spots happen to be right outside your doors. So if you can't find something or someone on your cameras, be sure to check the door lights. You might only have a few seconds to react. Not that you would be in any danger, of course. I'm not implying that. Also, check on the curtain in Pirate Cove from time to time. The character in there seems unique in that he becomes more active if the cameras remain off for long periods of time. I guess he doesn't like being watched. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure you have everything under control. Talk to you soon.
I don't really have much to talk about. I don't even know if there's anybody in chat. I don't even think there's anybody in chat at the moment. Which is really honestly fine. I'm not expecting to get viewers this stream. thank you for closing the door in time, Mike. Nope, she's still in the kitchen. I have to be very, very delicate with these buttons because of the lag. So I'm not going nearly as fast as I want to. I couldn't honk his nose. Hey, Scott.
Hey, you're doing great. Most people don't last this long. I mean, you know, they usually move on to other things by now. I'm not implying that they died. That's not what I meant. Anyway, I better not take up too much of your time. Things are getting real tonight. Hey, listen, I had an idea. If you happen to get caught and want to avoid getting stuffed into a Freddy suit, how that would work. Yeah, never mind. Scratch that. It's best just not to get caught. Okay, I'll leave you to it. See you on the flip side.
Chica's gonna be coming to my door soon. Bonnie hasn't even left yet. Hang on, I'm getting texts. Oh, hey Foxy. There's Chica. Thank God for good headphones. Oh, Bonnie's gone. I by any chance me seeing Chica? I think she's in the kitchen. Still gonna check that light, just make sure. Cause come on, guys, it's night 3. Am I just too good at this game? Are you guys scared of me? Come on. Nice. I was getting a little worried about Foxy there, but it would have been fine even if he did come. Still don't know who moved. Wonderful. Chica moved. I thought I heard kitchen sounds. Come on, gang, this is night 4. Let's go. Pick it up. Come on. I thought that was Chica at the corner. Okay. I've had, what, maybe one door encounter this night? Come on, it's night 4. Come on, guys, this is getting a little ridiculous. Thank you, Bonnie. A little bit worried about Foxy. Thank you for going to get your midnight snack, Chica. Somebody's on the corner. Yeah, no, that's what I get, honestly. I'm gonna do this, because I think I have power for this. Hi, Bonnie. I think I have power to do this. I should. Because I think so long as I keep it on Foxy, he shouldn't move. I don't think he forces my camera down. Apparently they do. I was not 100% aware of that. But I heard Bonnie's footsteps. I just did not check. Sorry about that. There's texting that is happening. I'm sorry if this seems like it's really boring. I just play this like a speedrunner, and the way that they do it is, well, I play like a modified way that speedrunners do, but the way that they do it is like designed for there to be nobody in the late nights. Like, when speedrunners play this game, I don't think they even get traffic until, like, night 5. It's absurd. Zero foot traffic so far. Okay, I'm gonna beat this night and then check something because, I forgot to... Hi, Bonnie. I forgot to test my widgets before I started streaming, so the alert box is not showing up, and neither is my chat box. I don't trust that Chica at all. Somebody's on the corner. Not sure who, because directional sound is not a big thing here. Hey, the chat box is working. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, that method for keeping Foxy out is effective, to say the least. Foxy didn't even peek his head out, man. The nice thing is, the way that I do this method, it kind of keeps Freddy from moving too much as well. Somebody's on the corner already, damn. I don't quite trust that there's nobody at my doors. Then again, I never do. Hi, Chica. Or not. Hey, first one of those in a while. Hey, Bonnie. Corner. Thank you for leaving me alone, Chica. I don't like spinny wheel. Spinny wheel is no fun. Freddy still has not moved. My mouse is doing the loady spinny wheel thing. I don't like it. Well, there's Foxy. Peeking his little head out. Nice. That's 5 nights. Sorry, I was muted. I'm gonna go to night 6 in just a minute. Alright, it's time to roll night 6. I'm probably gonna say that and then die multiple times. Not much. What's up with you? I don't know how bad the delay is today. Yeah, and that's always what I'm hoping for, because there's never not gonna be a delay from when I see chat. But it's just making that delay as small as possible. Oh boy, Foxy is active. Damn. Whew. Lucky. Freddy has yet to move. Because I am keeping him right fucking there. No, I have not seen the FNAF movie yet. I'm planning to watch it, at kind of like a watch. It's not even really a watch party, it's literally me, my friend and my girlfriend going over to his house to watch the movie. I think we were planning on seeing it in theaters today, but then things changed and it ended up being moved to we're watching it at his house on, I think the 3rd now was the date he said. yeah, there was just stuff that happened with scheduling that we couldn't really control. So, yeah. Yeah, they, like, when did we first hear rumors that there might be a movie? Like 2015, 2016, and then it just kind of like never happened. Did not mean to land on Pirates Cove there. Oh shit, I'm cutting it close on power. That's gonna be the death of me. Or not. Luckily. But yeah, the movie was kind of this, like, distant, far-off thing that we just never truly thought would happen. And then it did. I'm hearing it's good. Yeah. Because there's always, like, fan animators that are gonna do things with it. Foxy, I need you to hold off a little longer, bud. Alright, and that's it. I'm floating. I should make it, unless Freddy cuts his song short. Oh, God. Thank you. Yeah, it's like, you can be conflicted about whether or not you're happy or upset about it, but like, if you're like one of those diehard fans, like, you can't not watch it. I'm gonna do a couple of tries of this. I've never beat it, so... you know. Okay. Let's see how god-awful this is going to be. Especially because I'm lagging. If I wasn't, like, slow frames, I would probably do fine. But because I'm streaming, my frame rate is a lot slower. Yeah. And I was like I was a little bit more of a latecomer. But I was always like really invested in it. Yeah. I don't That's definitely doable for me, but not on stream. Cuz that was horrific. Yeah. The jump scare sound didn't even play. So it's kind of can't really do much about that. Yeah, it really doesn't help that my PC is absolute dog shit. I'm gonna turn this into like a just chatting stream for a little bit, because there's no way in hell I'm beating 420. That's just not happening with my hardware. So, believe it or not, I don't really watch MatPat. I'm more of a do the research myself and then watch videos to fact check or get other opinions. MatPat is just not one that I have watched. I don't know if it's like, it's just MatPat has always been like not the most appealing to me, cause, and I don't know if it's like the format or especially now some of his earlier videos are like disproved theories. And like he gives an interesting angle on things, but yeah, that's why I watch people. Cause people have some interesting theories, especially like once books started coming out to like give lore on the newer games. That also cleared a few things up in a few of the older games as well. But I like watching like lesser known people give their opinions, because they usually, I think they have the more reasonable theories. They have the ones that are a little bit more likely to happen or be fact. Getting a different perspective on it though is always nice, because I haven't read all the books, and just playing the games is not enough to get you into the lore unless you're like super into finding Easter eggs on your own. But yeah. Yeah. I didn't get really into FNAF until around the time FNAF 2 came out. Yeah, the respect does run deep. I didn't get really into FNAF until around the time FNAF 2 came out. Cause I was young and was censored from a lot, and I just didn't really see it. Cause I didn't, my like YouTube recommended at the time hadn't been game focused, and the games it was focused on were like really PG YouTubers streaming Fortnite. But like I only saw it because I saw my cousin playing it on her iPad once, and I was like, hey, what's that? And it was the second game. Yeah, the first few games did come out within a year of each other, but you know. But it was like after I like had that encounter with my cousin, I like looked up I looked up YouTube videos on it, and I watched like Mark's full playlist at the time, like in a few weeks. I got really, really invested in it, and I've just never really dropped that interest. Which is really strange for me, considering how often my interests change. Yeah, like, people that were younger when the games first came out, like, probably didn't get a ton of exposure to it until they saw other people playing it. I think these games were like what got me into horror gaming in the first place. But it's cool because like when this game first came out, it was an entirely new method of horror game. Because most horror games up to that point had been you're moving around trying to escape from something. This game, when it first came out, was really unique because you couldn't move, and after a certain point, you were completely powerless. So it was less a matter of if you were going to escape, if you were going to make it to the end, but, or like if you were going to be caught. It was more a matter of when were you going to be caught. Because it's inevitable, and I really have to go to the bathroom, so I will be right back. That's my unmute. Yeah, I mean, it did take a little bit of time for horror to kind of grow on me before I started to really like it. But I think I fell a lot more in love with the story and the lore. And I fell in love with that a lot sooner than I did the actual games, because I didn't get to play the games until like fairly recently because of hardware restrictions. Because like I didn't have my PC, and the only computer that I had at the time was a Chromebook, and I couldn't get this on a Chromebook. I had a PlayStation for a while, but I didn't get the console versions until like last year, 2 years ago. So I loved the series, and I think that's why I didn't really fall in love with the games as quickly, was because I couldn't play them. So I had nothing to really connect to but the story. Now, that didn't stop me from binge watching Markiplier's entire playlist several times over, but yeah, it was kind of the same for me. Like, I like asked if I could give a shot. I like asked my cousin if I could give the game a try when I saw her playing it, and she was like, yeah, sure. And then when I went to the App Store on my phone and realized that they were paid, I'm like, well, probably not happening for a hot minute. So I played little bits and pieces of Night 4 of FNAF 2, and then was unable to play any of the games until like a couple of years ago. And I still, like, I have FNAF 4 on this rig, but it like can't run. And which sucks, because I think FNAF 4 is like one of my favorite ones. FNAF 4 is one of my favorite games in the series. I don't know why it's the one game that just decides that it doesn't want to run. Yeah, I really like 4. Then again, I'm paranoid and psychotic, so that sets me apart from quite a few people. It's like 4 and 6 are my 2 favorites. Yeah, World is really good too, but I didn't get to play World until like last year. I didn't get to play World until around the time I first started streaming. But 4 and 6 are my 2 favorites, because 6 is one where there's no cameras, you can't see anything. You do have a little bit of control over the situation if you know what you're doing, but there's still like a kind of arcade aspect to it. Then 4 is like complete powerlessness, and it's like you're in a nightmare the entire time. And I've just always really liked that. Because 4 is like the first game chronologically in the series as well. So it's really story rich, and it's one that I really like to play. FNAF 3 is one that I really like as well, but it's not quite as far up there. Yeah, that's I'd assume that was the intention. Or no, that was the intention, because it was story-wise, you're in a nightmare. And that's that. It's part of why I didn't like... I don't know if y'all remember Dream Theory. I think it was called Dream Theory. But the theory that the entirety of the series takes place in a dream. Or something like that. I don't know. It was a theory... Yeah, I thought it was Dream Theory. It was a theory that, like, I heard about it, and then in my head near immediately disproved it several times over. Because with Dream Theory, there were just too many things that didn't make sense. In the storyline. But FNAF 4 is like... FNAF don't make sense. Yeah, FNAF... If you're not super invested in it, FNAF will never make sense. Scott did fuck shit up. That was... He did a good job giving people with ADHD something to do in their spare time, but... 4 has a lot of controversy, or not even really controversy, there's a lot of unknowns with it as well. Like, what's in the box kind of thing. And I don't know if that's been proven, what's in the box already. But, there's the box, there's just so many theories surrounding 4, and I love it. Scott may have said that, but there's... I mean, it could be a thing where he's just trolling us with the box. That's entirely possible, but I refuse to believe that that is the final answer. Honestly. Because he also said that there is an answer to all of our questions about the story. Now, the answer to the box might be... we don't know what's in the box. Yeah, he had intended it. It was definitely meant to be for something, because there's so many, like, little tiny things in 4. I think that possibly there was meant to be keys, like, around the map in the, in-between night minigames. There were meant to be, like, 2 keys around the map hidden as an Easter egg or something. Or, like, you find keys in the nights, which would be really cool. But it was eventually tossed, or it might have been eventually tossed because he just didn't know what to put in the box. He hadn't, like, thought that far ahead in the story or something. Something like that, because when 4 came out, it was still, like, a budding story, kind of, which is why it's such a gaggle fuck of ideas and theories, is because Scott didn't even know what the fuck he was doing when he was making the story. Yeah, there's definitely something in the box. Like, there were updates that came out that changed it. That's weird. Because I remember seeing one theory that somebody posted that the box was supposed to hold paragraph 4, which the way they explained it made sense, but it just, why would paragraph 4 be kept in a locked box kind of thing? And what's in the box could be the answer to, I mean, I think the box still means something. A lot of people, I think, have ditched trying to figure out the box because it's just too difficult, but I think there's still meaning in the box. It's like, I think a lot of people have given up on truly finding who caused the bite of 87, because it's fairly easily implied that Mangle caused the bite. However, it could also be, and this is, I'm winging it here, this is fresh off the top of my head, it could be that Foxy caused the bite as well. And that could be why he's out of order, and like him specifically. But I think it's pretty widely accepted that Mangle was the one that caused the bite, even though there's no, like, solid evidence that Mangle caused the bite. How, respectfully, how would Bonnie have done it? The potators on Twitch, hello. Yeah. Because the way we landed on Mangle was her jump scare is biting your face, and it's like, you know, implied that Mangle killed, or not killed, bit Jeremy on his overtime night, and that's why they had to change employees for the custom night. At the moment, we're talking about the bite of 87, yeah. Based on how whose face is fucked up, Bonnie's? Cause what's with Bonnie's face? Yeah, it's pretty widely accepted that Mangle was the culprit, but I think it could be Mangle. It could also have been Foxy, which is why he's not in order. Oh, from Withered Bonnie. Okay. Also, nice Spig emote. Or Spig. I forget what they're called on Twitch. But nice Spig Toilet Bonnie. But I think it's entirely possible that Foxy was the one that did it, because he's been described as twitchy. And he's out of order. It's pretty widely accepted, though, that Mangle was the culprit, because she was subjected, essentially, to torture for God knows how long, and eventually the staff just gave up and left her to permanent torture. And then there's the whole thing with the dates lining up and how her jump scare is. and just a lot of implied things, but there's still things that don't make sense. Because there's always going to be something that doesn't make sense. It's FNAF. If you expect everything to make sense, you're delusional. I do have my own theories about, and this is like a little tiny mini theory that's almost completely unrelated to the story, but when you play this game, occasionally you can hear like banging in the walls, like somebody's trying to get out. Like even when the doors are closed. Like I heard it for the first time and was really confused because I thought like Foxy was banging on the door, and then I looked over and the door was closed, and so was the other door. Or the door was open, rather, sorry. Both doors were open, but there was still like banging on the banging in the walls like somebody was trying to get out. And with how the games fall chronologically, I think it's possible that those noises are being made by Afton in the secret room. It could also just be ghosts, too, but I think it's more likely Afton trying to get out of the safe room. Because with how the dates align and how the games fall, it's very... It makes sense. And it has no real relation to the story whatsoever. It's just a cool little thing that I came up with when I was streaming this one time. Yeah, Afton did destroy the animatronics before he died. However, that was before the events of this game. The animatronics were remodeled before they were put on stage in this location. Which is why they look like this and not finished versions of the withered animatronics. But like that's why they look the way they do in this game, is because they had to be rebuilt after Afton destroyed them, because they were just going to fix the withered designs, fix them up, and we would have been able to see what they looked like. But then Afton came in to the abandoned pizzeria, destroyed the animatronics, died, got sealed in the safe room, which is where my whole banging theory comes in. Still irrelevant to the story, though. And they found the mess that he had made when they were coming in to get the shit to rebuild the pizzeria. So they had to rebuild the animatronics before they could reopen the pizzeria. Because all the mini games, not quite. So exploring the map in the between night mini games in FNAF 3, it's quite clearly the FNAF 1 location that these animatronics are in. However, those animatronics had been kind of like, and it's like this place was never in great shape. So what I think happened was they fixed the animatronics to the way they looked before and set them in there, and they were like getting ready for reopening. And then it's like, for a few days they leave the place. I God knows why, but it's Fazbear Entertainment. They make so many questionable decisions. But they were also running on low budget, so. And no, this all happened in the span of one night, actually. It had to have. But, like, you know, it was abandoned one night. Afton came in, destroyed the animatronics, died, got sealed in the safe room. When the company came back the next day, they found the animatronics destroyed, and they had to, like, postpone their reopening so that they could rebuild them. But, yeah, they were just going to reopen with, fixed wizards. And then Afton came and fucked shit up. But that's, like, after the events of FNAF 2. Before the events of FNAF 2, there was this place that was using the fixed wizards. That place had to shut down because of the original missing children's incident. And then these animatronics are taken to be used as spare parts in FNAF 2. Or they become truly the withered animatronics. They are now being used for spare parts. FNAF 2 happens, another MCI, missing children's incident, happens over the course of about a week during FNAF 2, leading to the Bite of 87, that place having to be shut down, and they come back to the FNAF 1 location with a smaller budget as, like, kind of a last-ditch effort to salvage the business. Then those animatronics the wizards are fixed and brought back to the original. They're left there. Company leaves. Afton comes in, breaks all shit, span of one night. Company comes back the next day, and they have to, like, postpone their reopening because the animatronics are destroyed, and they have to, like, completely rebuild them. Which is why they look like this. The only real thing that kind of proves that is, I can probably show you guys a picture, but you'll notice that the animatronics, and you can even see, like, there's no, you'll see what I mean in a second, but Freddy, I think it's Freddy specifically, but Freddy and Bonnie do not have buttons on their chest. But if you look at the FNAF 3 minigames, the Between Night minigames, both Freddy and Bonnie, I have no idea how well you guys can see that, the buttons, but both Freddy and Bonnie have a single button, and it's probably two buttons, but it's a single because it's 8-bit. But both Freddy and Bonnie have buttons on their chest, just like the wizards do in FNAF 2. Meaning that these are, like, different and remodeled animatronics from the ones that were in FNAF 2. And that's, like, a thing that's been proven. That's, like, chronological timeline-wise. It's an undisputed thing. any kind of Foxy variant. If you want a specific animatronic, probably OG Foxy. This Foxy would be specific, but general would be any kind of Foxy variant. Potatoes, respectfully, I cannot tell if that is sarcasm or not. Cause nothing ever makes sense. Yeah, Withered Bonnie's really cool design. Toilet Bonnie. He can be made into so many memes. It's funny. The things that people can do with Toilet Bonnie. Or Withered Bonnie. They're the same thing. In my mind, at least. I wonder if I still have that emote. Yeah, OG Bonnie is cool. That makes sense, Potato. Monty is, of the security breach animatronics, Monty is, I wouldn't say Monty's the coolest, but he's definitely like a, he's cool. Monty's cool. No, I would never say my favorite animatronic, my favorite security breach animatronic is Roxy. If anything, it's Moon. Honestly. If I had to pick a single character from FNAF Security Breach that I love the most, I would say Moon. Call me crazy, but I am crazy, so I will take it. Thank you for following, Potato. Yeah. Or which, I'm assuming you mean DJ Music Man. 'Cause, fuck Vent Music Man. DJ Music Man is dope as all hell. I personally just like Moon better. It wasn't me. Yeah, fuck. I mean, it's not even multiple, it's the same wind-up toy that's just patrolling the vents. It's fucking obnoxious. I almost feel out of place talking about Security Breach because I haven't actually played Security Breach. I'm just really, really familiar with the game because I binge watched Spiff's challenge runs on the game. So, just off of those, I am incredibly familiar with all the core and non-core game mechanics. I would have played Security Breach by now, but I'm saving it for stream, and my hardware sucks, so I don't really have a choice. The thing I've always been the most intrigued about, lore-wise, is who is possessing Golden Freddy, or like who is Golden Freddy. Have you not finished it because like the game itself sucks, or have you not finished it because there's too many bugs? Either way, I get your point. You kind of have to break the game to have fun with it. But, you know. Yeah, Security Breach did kind of let us down. It wasn't planned very well. Especially for people that were like wanting a super lore-heavy game after 6. They really got let down. But like I've always been super intrigued on the argument of who is Golden Freddy, because it's widely accepted that it's this little girl named Cassidy, but that's like never. And I've heard that it's from, that they got that name from like the survival handbook, or there was another book that people got it from and that name started circulating. But there's no, and maybe it's just because I haven't read it, but there's no real proof that it is Cassidy. The other theory is that it's Evan Afton, which is entirely possible, but that wouldn't entirely like explain why Golden Freddy is so fucky with Afton. That would be a question that would keep me up. I like to roll with the theory that Gregory is Evan. The theory is that it's that is a circulating theory. The issue with that is, how would that work? Because Golden Freddy is one entity, and if I'm understanding the way FNAF possession works correctly, it wouldn't make sense that there's two souls like in Golden Freddy or Golden Freddy, because Golden Freddy isn't even a suit. He's just an entity. He's just there. Yeah, honestly, FNAF possession is such a fucked up topic that nobody will ever truly understand it. That's good. Evan definitely gets Golden Freddy on the weekends if it's two souls. But like how would it make sense that there's, cuz I get the possibility that there could be two souls attached to the Golden Freddy spirit entity, whatever the fuck he is. But that wouldn't explain why it's predominantly Golden Freddy is a fuck you character. Nice. It just doesn't explain why. It could be, but the thing is, how would that work with dead children? To put it bluntly. How would that work with, because that would be a literal did situation. That would be like the most literal way you could put DID ever. But, and it's like I don't have enough knowledge of the minuscule tinies that people get from books, because I don't have all of them. I don't have enough information from those to quite figure out who might actually be in control of Golden Freddy, because I refuse to believe that it's two souls, and I refuse to believe that it's Cassidy. Because Cassidy is, as far as I am aware, just another random child that was selected by Afton and was brought in the back room. And... huh, interesting. But it's like, why would this one kid who otherwise has no relation to Afton whatsoever, like not even in the way that I think her name is Charlie, at least that's, I'm not sure. Whoever's possessing the puppet, being Henry Emily's daughter, no, I do not remember what the name is. Yes, but then why the one you should not have killed? That adding torture would not, like, that wouldn't have changed a ton. The thing is, if Evan is Golden Freddy, why is Golden Freddy such a fuck you character? Because in FNAF 1, he sees you, thinks you are Afton, kills you, and crashes your game. In the second one, he sees Jeremy, just straight up kills him. In the fourth game, Golden Freddy is really just kind of like a rendition of Evan's true nightmares. But like, and then in Ultimate Custom Night, Golden Freddy is perpetually tormenting Afton, being Evan's father. So, in my mind, it doesn't make sense that Evan is Golden Freddy. It just doesn't, in my mind. Especially when you consider how he was in life. It doesn't make sense. Because Remnant, duh. However, unless Remnant, like, changes a person, which it damn well might, nobody truly understands Remnant. Unless Remnant, like, truly changes a person, which could very well be proven in the next book that is written. Unless Remnant really, truly changes a person, it still wouldn't make sense. Yeah, I know about that Easter egg. I'm not gonna do it because I want the ambience and I don't feel like doing it. I'll do that when I end the stream though. I'll actually probably set that up now so that I can end the stream with that. Come on. Michael caused the bite. Which bite? Oh, the bite of 83. It could be, but doesn't, like, isn't Evan, like, fairly forgiving of Michael? Which, in my mind, is why it makes more sense for it to be a separate soul. I have no idea where the fuck Cassidy came from. It could damn well be some kid named Cassidy. I just personally do not see enough evidence for it to be Cassidy. The issue is, who else would it be? That's what I try to figure out. But it's the way I see it. I think I always thought that Evan was fairly forgiving towards Michael, and the thing is, in FNAF 2, Golden Freddy doesn't care about Jeremy as much as he does Michael in FNAF 1. Because FNAF 1, not only does he kill you, he crashes your game. In FNAF 2, he quite simply kills you. Good God. Fredbear got credit for the kill. He didn't even kill him. He just downed him and let him bleed to death. Because the thing with the one you should not have killed, it makes sense that it would be somebody that Afton knew or had a connection to. The issue is, Afton didn't kill Evan. So it doesn't make sense. And it's heavily implied that Golden Freddy is the one you should not have killed. The issue is, Afton had nothing to do with Evan's death. Not directly, at least. And even if, like, it was suspected, there was no real way that Evan would have known that Afton had anything to do with his death. I think, like, the thing is, Afton was more concerned about trying to protect him from the animatronics than he was malicious intent. So it doesn't quite make sense that Evan would be so fuck you towards his father. What do you mean Afton did not care? He gave a shit about his kids. I mean, hell, Elizabeth died to Circus Baby and he shut down the whole fucking pizzeria because of it. Claimed gas leaks. That's when he started getting into Remnant. And then... that could be entirely true, though unlikely. What was I just thinking? Afton... dying could change somebody's views, but it doesn't seem like Evan changed all that much in death is the problem with what's shown. Fair enough. But Afton did care. I don't know what you mean by that. But Afton shut down the whole Circus Baby's Pizzeria operation after Elizabeth died. Then, from what I know, focused on trying to keep Evan away from the animatronics. And kind of like had control of Michael to do that. Or like had replaced Michael, which is why he's always wearing the Foxy mask. And there's other ways that I can prove that Michael had been replaced. But then Evan died, and it was shown that Afton was remorseful about it. He did care. He just, as far as I know, could not give two shits less about Michael. Is there subtitles for what me speaking? I don't believe so. Is like the game too loud or something? Because I see how the thingy's showing up. I don't even know if I still have. I do. Right, I opened the wrong app. Oh, I have to fucking re-download it. Oh. I have not seen the FNAF movie yet. I'm planning to watch it in a few days with a friend and my girlfriend. We were gonna see it tonight in theaters, but then scheduling shit happened. We rescheduled it to watching it tomorrow, then more scheduling shit happened, and now we're watching it, like, on the 3rd. But yeah, I very much plan on seeing the movie, I just haven't yet. Yeah, I, like, really wanted to watch it at theaters, but that kind of, like, couldn't happen the way things worked out. So I'm seeing it, and I'm seeing it on a screen because my buddy has a screen. I have a screen, but we're going to his house. But either way, it's still gonna be really fun. Well, the thing is, how did you watch it at home? Because if you watched it at home with like a base speaker system, with like a really basic speaker system and like a plain old TV, it was probably not going to be that good of an experience. And then going to theaters, they have a much better setup. I would imagine it's a better experience. The thing is, at my friend's house, I don't know what kind of speaker system he has, but he has a screen that he can pull down, so we're not just watching it on a basic bitch TV, and it can be like a movie theater. I'm pretty sure he's got a good sound system. I know we've got a really good home theater here. We could very easily watch it here and have it be really good. But yeah, it just depends on situational shit. And what kind of experience you like better. Yeah, if it was with just a TV and a basic speaker system, I would imagine it wasn't that great of an experience. Yeah, watching a movie, it's almost a requirement that you have at least a good speaker system. A screen that you can pull down with a projector is a huge plus. I have one, my buddy has one. I mean, I would imagine if the movie's good, you're going to enjoy it either way. Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end stream because it's almost 12:40 in the morning for me here. But it's really late, so I need to get to bed. So I'm gonna leave you guys off with this. Crash my game. And then yeah, you're probably in a place that's an hour ahead of me. Because right now for me it is 12:37 now for me. You probably live in a hour ahead time zone. (6:37) like in the morning or in the afternoon? It's 6:30 in the morning. That's fucking impressive that you do that on a fucking Saturday. AM, damn. That's impressive. I could never get up at 6:40 for anything, ever. But I'm going to end stream, so I will see you guys whenever I see you next. It could be in a couple of days. It could be in a couple of months. It could be in another couple of years. I don't know. I'm super inconsistent with this because I don't have a schedule. I'm always super busy. There's always somebody that wants something from me. So I just do this when I can. So I will see you guys when I see you. Goodbye.